Hi there, this is Greg Smith. I hope you're preparing for a wonderful holiday season. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. In a moment, I'm going to be introducing Denise Rose. She's a staff member that works closely with myself and with other economic development professionals throughout Eastern Oregon. And she has a strong background in human resource management. The reason I'm asking her to join us is the state of Oregon, in order to comply with OSHA's COVID response rules, is requiring a training that all entrepreneurs and their employees must complete. And the deadline is coming quickly. It's on the 21st of December. And so I've asked Denise to take a few minutes and to walk through OSHA's COVID requirement, and then to give you a link so you and your employees can make sure you're in compliance with the rule. Now, let's be clear. None of us want to do this. I didn't want to do it. My employees didn't want to do it. Folks I work with don't want to do it. But if we're going to defeat this virus and if we're going to keep our neighbors safe, this is a small step we can all take. Plus, it's the rule now. And so I'd hate to see a business owner get fined for failing to do this. So let's take a few minutes. Let's get through this training, and then let's get back to enjoying our family, and let's get back to work. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Hi. We understand as business owners and operators, this COVID-19 era of operating a business can be concerning for all involved. One thing we're here to address today is employee safety in the workplace in our COVID environment. There are a number of resources available to you through the Oregon OSHA website, as well as the Oregon Health Authority website. In this discussion today, we will be talking only about COVID-19 exposure in the workplace. There are other resources available for a variety of different safety precautions that may be taken outside the workplace. But OSHA has placed into circulation a good deal of information that are special and temporary guidelines to help keep your workforce safe from COVID. The first thing that you'll want to be sure you have available to your staff is the Oregon OSHA COVID temporary standards for workplace. This poster should be placed in your work environment in an area that's typically accessible to all employees. This may be a common break room space, it might be a hallway passage space, or some kind of a shared work area, such as a copy room or the mailbox area. Another poster that is required to be in your workspace, and this needs to be on the outside or the entrance of your work area, is the face mask and face shield guidance. Please be sure you're putting contact information in the blank spot so that people who are unable to comply with your mask or face shield guidance are able to contact you before they enter your work environment. There are a number of things you can do to keep your employees safe. We've already received the memo from Oregon OSHA regarding a reporting process. Be clear with your employees that they have a duty to report any exposure in the workplace to the designated person in your company. You should have outlined a process for your staff to alert somebody in your company who can then either perform contact tracing or contact the appropriate individuals. You should also have been working on a risk assessment and an infection control plan for your company related to COVID. There are a number of resources, again, on the Oregon OSHA website that will give you guidance and templates to work through some of these tasks. There's also a COVID training requirement for employees available on the oregon.gov OSHA.Oregon website. This training will take about an hour, and it's well worth your employees' time because it considers at least 4 different modules of the 10 required modules for employee training required by Oregon's OSHA temporary rule. Please have your employees participate in this training process. And please review a number of the resources available over here. You'll find templates as well as instruction on how to develop the risk assessment and the infection control plan that are required to be in place in your company. The last item I'd like to call to your attention is an item that's not actually due to be in place until after the first of the year, but on January 6th, buildings will be required to have this guidance issued to any building owner or maintenance person in your workplace. If you do not own your building, please provide this information to the person in charge of maintenance or the building rep who's in charge of evaluating ventilation and HVAC in your building. There's good information in here for you as well as for the building owner about keeping your air and your workspace clean. In addition, you can take some of the common steps found in guidance throughout Oregon OSHA as well as the Oregon Health Authority website to keep your employees safe. Implement and enforce a mask policy in your workplace. Also, take a look at your physical environment. Assure yourself that if employees are not working in a private space with good distance around them, that you are coming up with different solutions to keep your employees safe. These could include staggering work shifts so that people don't overlap in their workspace. It could include discussing with a shared building environment who might use the shared spaces at what time of the day so that you don't have large groups of people clustering together in a shared space such as a copy room, conference room, or kitchen area. Read the guidance available on Oregon OSHA's website to keep your employees safe. And please use the resources available to you within that website. Thank you.